This is CPM Calculus Chapter 4 Review number 15. So here we're asked to find the area of a region bounded by three graphs. We have y is equal to x plus 2 quantity squared, y is equal to 4 plus x, and y is equal to 0. So first, what I'm going to do is sketch it, right? If I have a calculator, it's going to make it really easy for me to sketch it. But here I put these in three colors so you can see them separately. Here we know that that is just x squared shifted to the left 2 units. So I'm going to start at -2 and draw x squared. Right, I know here it goes like this, right? And it goes like this again. I can't really draw that well, but yes. So right here it's a parabola and it hits our x-axis here at -2, excuse me. All right, our line here has a slope of 1 and a y-intercept of 4, right? So it also hits the graph at 4, and it's going up like this, right? It's also going to hit our x-axis, right? y0 when x is -4. So it's going to be like this. Well, it's a line, not a curve, so doing my best here. And the line y is equal to 0 is on top or equivalent to our x-axis, right? That is everywhere y is equal to 0. All right. So the region binding all of these, bounded by all of these three graphs, right, is right here. This is the only region here that is touching all three of our graphs. Okay, so this is not either. We have red here, green here, and the orange here. So this right here in pink is the area we're looking for, right? So let's go ahead and set up an integral for that area. The area is going to be the integral from -4 to what the x value where these points meet, right? So what is that x value? Well, you might be able to find the intercept on your calculator, or you can look, well, where do the red and green graphs meet? That's also where does x plus 2 squared over here equal to 4 plus x over here, right? So what you could do is square this. That's x squared plus 4x plus 4 equals 4 plus x. Go ahead and move these terms to the left. So it's x squared plus 3x equals to 0. And then we can just solve for x. So I can factor out an x. So it's x times x plus 3. So x equals to 0 or x plus 3 equals to 0. X is equal to -3 or x is equal to 0. Right? So I can see right away that these are equal here at -3 from doing this. Or if I use my calculator, I would know that that point is -3, 1. Right? So then I'm looking for the area from, let's go ahead and draw a line here, from -4 to 3, right? Those are my boundaries. And that's because the red graph is on top of the yellow graph. So it's 4 plus x minus, well, this bottom graph is just 0, dx, plus, over here, the area on the right side starts at -3 to -2, right? This is where it stops. And this time, the green graph is above the yellow graph. So it's going to be x plus 2 squared minus 0 dx, right? So here, if we have a calculator, we can just plug these in and we'll be done. But let's do this one without a calculator. So simplifying that, that's just 4 plus x dx plus -3, -2. Again, if we square this, right, we multiply two binomials, we get x squared plus 4x plus 4 dx, right? To evaluate the integral, we take the antiderivative, so that's going to be 4x plus x squared over 2 from -4 to -3, plus we have x cubed over 3 plus 4x squared over 2 plus 4x from -3 to -2. Okay? Now we're going to plug in -3, so it's 4 times -3 plus -3 squared over 2. Subtract, plug in 4, 4 times negative 4 plus negative 4 squared over 2, right? So that is this right here. Plus, we're going to go ahead and plug into negative 2. This here is, so it's negative 2 cubed over 3 plus 4 times negative 2 squared over 2 plus 4 times negative 2 minus plug in negative 3. Negative 3 cubed over 3 plus 4, move it to the right a little bit, 4 times negative 3 squared over 2 plus 4 times negative 3. Make sure to put that in parentheses because it's a minus. Okay? Now we just simplify. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. 3 squared is 9, so plus 9 over 2, right? Minus 4 times negative 4 is negative 16. Plus negative 4 squared is 16 over 2 is 8. Plus 2 cubed is negative 2 cubed is negative 8 over 3. Plus negative 2 squared is positive 4 times 4 is 16 over 2 is 8. Plus negative 8, right? 4 times negative 2. Minus 3 cubed, negative 3 cubed is negative 27. Divide by 3 is negative 9. Plus 3 squared, negative 3 squared is 9. 4 divided by 2 is 2, so 9 times 2 is 18. Plus 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Now we're just kind of simplifying this. So go ahead, we can put this over 2 if we multiply this times 2, so that's negative 24 plus 9 over 2. Minus, these combine to be negative 8. Plus, these cancel out, so it's negative 8 over 3. Minus, here we have 12, and negative 12 and 18 make 6. 6 minus 9 is negative 3, right? So then we can continue to simplify this, and we get 24 plus 9. Negative 24 makes this negative 15 over 2, right? Minus a negative means plus 8, plus 8, negative 8 over 3, right? Plus 3. All right, now we're just doing combining fractions. So this is negative 15 over 2. 8 and 3 can be added, so that's going to be plus 11 minus 8 over 3. So let's get a common denominator. Let's put everything over 6. Okay, so if I put it over 6, I'm going to multiply this by 3. And this one will be over 6, and this will be 2 over 2. So that makes this 3 times 15 is negative 45 over 6. Plus 6 times 11 is 66 over 6. Minus 8 times 2, 16 over 6. Okay? I'm going to use the calculator to just do the addition, right? Negative 45 plus 66 minus 16 gives me 5 in the numerator over 6 in the denominator. And again, we're looking for area, so that's units squared. Okay? So the area bounded by the 3 curves is 5 over 6 units squared. And that's going to end for us CPM Calculus Chapter 4 review number 15.